sorry, man. Just come on stage. Just style this. Good evening. Have you ever gone to an island to get ridiculously drunk? And to try to have sex with whoever was too drunk to say no? That's how my mother and father met. They met in Mallorca in the 60s, when it was starting to get cheap to get there. And it was so cheap that they forgot that Spain, which Mallorca is a part of, was ruled by a dictator. And of course they shouldn't have gone there. They should have said no. They should have said, no, we don't want to support General Franco and his military junta. But if they'd done that, if my parents would have been politically correct in the 60s, I wouldn't have existed. My mother had 7 brothers and 7 sisters. Her father and mother were Catholics. And my father had 1 brother. His father was a socialist. And his mother was into cooking. My mother is from the Netherlands, and my father is Swedish. And whenever I'm in Germany and people ask where I'm from, I say, my mother is from the Netherlands and my father's Swedish. So I tell the truth. And the Germans think, that's a great combination. But when I ask them why, they can't explain. But I've been thinking about it. And the thing I think the Germans like is that I'm not German, but I'm almost German. I live in Copenhagen in Denmark, and I've lived there for 19 years. And learning Danish is actually easy. The problem is to speak it. They have the most unpredictable pronunciation rules. I'll tell you. If a Dane wants to pronounce the name George, like George and the Dragon, the Dane will say Geo. Geo. It's completely unpredictable. Yeah, but the Danes, they spell it the same. It's Georges. Sometimes, sometimes without the S. But that was the French version. I have a Danish friend who's allergic to oranges. And in Denmark there's this orange juice called real juice. Rigtig juice. And she can drink it. In Denmark they have a very funny word for sparkling water. They call it Dansk vän. Danish water. When I got to Finland, when I got to Helsinki, the first night was 10 days ago. The first night I was jet lagged. I stayed in. I was jet lagged not because of the flying, but from the packing. The second night I went out to eat meatballs, wonderful meatballs at Seahorse. And then I had the dessert. And after the dessert, I found out that in Finland, you call filter coffee Finnish coffee. And that's okay. But there is one thing I'm a little bit worried about here in Finland, and I'm gonna show you. That's just a prop, if everything would go completely to hell. Now I'm going to tell you what makes me worried about Finland.
Yay! Boozooey!
Now this is not politically correct. This is not politically correct. And I've been thinking like, how could you redesign this packaging? I don't know what's in it. What is in it? What's in it? What is this?
Chocolate!
It's chocolate, okay. You could redesign the packaging, and you could sort of keep the same spirit and still be politically correct by putting a famous person on the cover. This is my suggestion. And my suggestion would be to, on this package, put the face of Mick Jagger. You can all have some. Maybe to the director's table first.
Oh, he bribes you.
That was it? Well, thank you,